folks. In Luke chapter 1, the angel Gabriel appears 2 times. First, he appears to the priest, Zechariah, to tell him that he will be the father of John the Baptist. Then, Gabriel appears to the Virgin Mary to tell her that she'll be the mother of Jesus Christ. During the course of these visits, both Zechariah and Mary ask a question of Gabriel, but with very different results. Zechariah is struck dumb temporarily until the birth of John the Baptist. That doesn't happen to Mary, though. Why not? Luke's clearly portraying these as 2 parallel events, and he's even paralleling the questions that they ask. So why do they have such different results? Let's take a look at the 2 encounters. When Gabriel appears to Zechariah, he informs him he's going to have a son, and his son is going to play a great role in God's plan, and then Zechariah asks his question. He said to the angel, "How shall I know this? For I am an old man, and my wife is advanced in years." It's a seemingly impossible pregnancy because both he and his wife are past childbearing age. In response, Gabriel says to him, "I am Gabriel, who stands before God. I was sent to speak to you and to announce to you this good news. But now you will be speechless and unable to talk until the day these things take place, because you did not believe my words, which will be fulfilled at their proper time." On the other hand, when Gabriel appears to Mary and tells her that she's going to be the mother of a son with an even greater role in God's plan, this is what happens. She says to the angel, "How can this be, since I have no relations with a man?" Again, a seemingly impossible pregnancy. And the angel said to her in reply, "The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. Therefore, the child to be born will be called Holy, the Son of God. And behold, Elizabeth, your relative, has also conceived a son in her old age, and this is the 6th month for her who was called barren, for nothing will be impossible with God." Then Mary, because she hasn't been struck dumb, said, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. May it be done to me according to your word." Then the angel departed from her. So what's going on here? These are very similar situations that Luke is clearly paralleling. They both are told they're going to have a seemingly impossible pregnancy, and they both ask a question about it, yet Zechariah is struck dumb. Actually, the Gospel of Luke gives us the answer to what the difference is between these 2 situations. Let's look back at what Gabriel said to Zechariah. He told him, "Because you did not believe my words, you will be unable to speak." On the other hand, if we read a little further in the same chapter, we come across the visitation where the Virgin Mary visits Elizabeth, who's 6 months pregnant, and Elizabeth, filled with the Holy Spirit, blesses her and says, "Blessed are you who believed that what was spoken to you by the Lord would be fulfilled." So that's the difference. Zechariah didn't believe, and the Virgin Mary did. But is that indicated in their questions? Well, let's take a closer look at them. When Zechariah asked his question, he said, "How shall I know this?" In Greek, the language that Luke is written in, that's kata ti gnosamai tuta. Kata means by or according to. Ti means what. Gnosamai means will know, and tuta means this. So, in other words, by what will I know this? He's asking for a sign. He's asking for proof that what the angel is telling him is true. You could even paraphrase it in English, "How do I know that?" On the other hand, when Mary asks her question, she says, "How can this be?" At least that's the New American Bible Revised Edition. It's not the greatest translation. In Greek, what she says is, "Pos tuta estai." Pos means how, tuta means this, as we just saw, and estai means will be. In other words, how will this be? She's not asking for proof. She's asking for an explanation. And that's the difference between their 2 questions and the 2 attitudes that are revealed by the questions. Zechariah says, "By what will I know this?" He's demanding proof, indicating an attitude of disbelief. Mary, on the other hand, doesn't disbelieve. She just wants to know how. How will this be? She's asking for an explanation, indicating an attitude of faith, seeking understanding. That's why, when Zechariah challenged the angel and demanded proof, he got his proof. He was unable to speak until John the Baptist was circumcised. And it's why Mary, when she believed the angel and asked how his words would be fulfilled, ended up becoming the mother of the Messiah. If you'd like to call in and leave a question, just call my question line at 512-222-3389. That's 512-222-3389. You can call that number anytime. Also, if you like the information I've presented here, you should join my Secret Information Club. It's a free service that I operate by email. I send out fascinating information about the Catholic faith, and in fact, the very first thing you'll get when you sign up is information from former Pope Benedict about the book of Revelation. He has some very interesting things to say, so you should sign up at www.secretinfoclub.com. Once again, that's www.secretinfoclub.com. Thank you.